The news and Barcelona are just not stopping, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, Hansi Flick calls out some player, a player, or is it about the entire team? He went on sports and said egos kill success, and this is the headline of the sports magazine, ladies and gentlemen. He also went on the interview. There's a video about it. He also said the same thing. Egos kill any success. Last year we played as a team. Oh my god, what's happening? Hansi Flick is calling out a certain player here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the social media have been saying anyways. That is what a lot of my Barcelona friends have been saying, and a lot of Barcelona fans, Real Madrid fans even on social media are saying that Hansi Flick is targeting Lamine Yamal, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, Lamine Yamal is getting dragged by some Barcelona fans currently. Lamine Yamal is probably getting dragged by his coach Hansi Flick as well. And the fact that they are sending out these type of pictures saying, is this the ego Flick is talking about? And that looks, maybe everyone's over-analyzing this, but the look of Rafinha looking at Lamine Yamal while he was doing the king celebration that he started doing. Lamine Yamal started doing this king celebration all of a sudden, and I don't know what's it about, calling himself a king at the age of 17 only, but this is probably the ego that Hansi Flick has been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He has also said in the same interview, he has said that he warned the players, if we don't play 100%, we won't win any titles, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just to give a quick overview, obviously a lot has happened since Flick has said that. The players of Barcelona have spoken as well, which we will get into, right? But let's say he was talking about Lamine Yamal. Does Lamine Yamal actually have an ego, or can you call that confidence? Ladies and gentlemen, this is my own opinion. Lamine Yamal has confidence. He is moving the same way that Cristiano Ronaldo was moving back in Manchester United and back in Real Madrid and back in Juventus, and how Ronaldo is moving these days and forever, right? He always had that type of ego to him. Ego is what made him the best. Him competing, him putting in his mind that he needs to compete with Lionel Messi is what made him the best. Lamine Yamal in this scenario is having the Cristiano Ronaldo route. He's getting famous because of it, he's talking the talk before the games, and he is walking the walk at the same time. This is what you call, in my opinion, good ego. Does he have ego? Yes. Is it a good ego? Also, yes. Now, Barcelona fans, why are they going at Lamine Yamal? Only for one reason, ladies and gentlemen. They're going at Lamine Yamal because they're just simply not used to this. They're used to being with Lionel Messi, the most humble, least ego person, which also made him lack a lot of charisma in my opinion, which led to him to not having as much as fans like Ronaldo has, right? But at the same time, they're not used to these type of players. They're not used to the players who walk the walk and talk the talk at the same time. This will just take time, in my opinion. Barcelona fans are just not used to this because they always were used to Lionel Messi, the good guy, the kind guy, the humble guy. He went on that pitch, walked the walk, but never talked the talk, because he did the talking on that pitch. Lamine Yamal, he has been doing a bit too much. The king celebration, one of them. And him shooting more now. Him not passing the ball like last season. If you remember, last season he was doing the travellas. We barely see any travella passes now from Lamine Yamal. We barely see any passes to Rafinha anymore. We barely have any passes to the strikers anymore. Is this because Lamine Yamal saw what he did last season and just said, hey, I'm going to shoot more now. Hey, I'm going to take the spotlight now. Hey, I will not make people believe that there is a Ballon d'Or debate between me and Rafinha. It should be just me. This is my team and this is my crown. After everyone made fun of me from losing against Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm going to prove them wrong. Now that's a good mentality, but at the same time you're going to create a toxic environment. Now why you cannot have an egotistical player in a Barcelona team? Let me just explain this one thing, right? I know this is a bit raw of me talking, and you guys are not used to it. You guys are used to me cracking jokes, but you know why this is bad for Barcelona? Barcelona were never the type that they could rely on just one player, and that one player is just an egotistical that doesn't do anything for the team. Nope. Barcelona has always been a family. Look at Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick was never like this before joining Barcelona, by the way. He's smiling, he's happy. Players like Pedri coming out in interviews calling him a father figure, ladies and gentlemen. Him being genuinely like a father. Ferran Torres was touching his face the other day. They were cracking, laughing mid-game. Hansi Flick is like in a family right now. He was always a tough guy, tough, angry guy, and now he's just happy. He knows his players like his sons, man. Same thing with Barcelona. The fans, the environment is like a family. They come from the La Masia. They go to the first team and they conquer Europe as a family. They already have built the family foundation from the La Masia days. They go to the starter team, they destroy Europe. Now if you have an egotistical player, throw him in a Barcelona team, this is going to create a toxic environment. This is going to create a very competitive environment, in my opinion. They lack a leader at Barcelona. I've been saying this for a very long time. They lack a leader that is actually very good, not like an Araujo, that is actually very good at the game, humble mentality, and other players are scared of this brother. Now, when I'm looking at this Barcelona team, I don't think anyone is scared from a certain player. The best player you could say is Lamine Yamal, but you cannot give captaincy, you cannot give all the power to a 17-year-old Lamine Yamal who idolizes Neymar Jr. With all due respect, Neymar Jr. is not the best person to idolize in football, and second of all, he has an ego as well. They need someone like a Sergio Ramos. Lamine Yamal is a Cristiano Ronaldo. Barcelona lacks a Sergio Ramos, in my opinion, man. And this is going to fix all the problems. Ladies and gentlemen, I spoke a bit too much, but apparently Fermin Lopez said, yes, we all know what we have to do. He obviously replied to the ego comment. He said, I emphasize what I'm telling you, being united, always thinking about the team, and things are sure to go well. And Inigo Martinez actually went in an interview and said, Flick words, I don't know if something has happened in the locker room. This is very worrying. The fact that Inigo Martinez is out here just overthinking it as well. Something is happening in that locker room and I don't know what it is. But I know that with Flick, the jokes are fair. When he doesn't like something, internally he is direct, he doesn't hide, and it is something that a player appreciates. A tug of the ears doesn't usually hurt. And just to end it, I've spoken about this in yesterday's video, obviously with Pedri's interview. Pedri has said the same thing, man. Last year we all ran for each other, not for personal glory. That's how teams win titles, by leaving egos aside, ladies and gentlemen. After all the fuzz, everyone was attacking Lamine Yamal, obviously thinking that Flick is talking about Lamine Yamal. But anyways, doesn't matter who it is, there is something going on in that locker room. And Hansi Flick needs to fix this as soon as possible if they want to be the same team they were as last season. Last season we saw it clearly, they were playing like an actual team with chemistry, like a family, no egos, everyone just wanted to score, help each other score. And this, ladies and gentlemen, made Lamine Yamal came out and say this. So he responded, said, I don't think it was about egos. It's just wasn't our game. We didn't start with the same intensity we finished with. He's right that we made a lot of mistakes and we have to improve. We have taken 7 points out of 9 in very tough stadiums, and people don't mention that. We haven't played at home yet. That is a PR answer in my opinion, and that is a very good answer in my opinion as well. Do I think that Lamine Yamal is the guy Hansi Flick is targeting? No, I don't think so. You know why? Because he is one of the people that Hansi Flick is targeting. Rafinha in the Rayo game that they drew had a clear pass to Olmo, I believe. Did he pass? Nope, he took the shot and missed. So he is not targeting Lamine Yamal, ladies and gentlemen. He is targeting that entire attack. He is targeting the entire team. Because they started to play selfishly now. They started to play for themselves because they won everything last season and they think they can do it again. Don't make that same mistake. You are never the same team you were as last season. That is the number one rule of football. They should play as a team again. Hansi Flick is targeting everyone here, not just Lamine Yamal in my opinion. Lamine Yamal is one of them obviously. What amount of news is coming up? Barcelona's locker room, I don't know what's happening there, but I said it. I said at the start of the season, they need to get their things correct or they're going to lose it all, man. I'm genuinely feeling like Barcelona's going to lose it all and the downfall is coming. That's what I said at the start of the season, but let's see what happens. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, comment down, I see every single comment, like the video, man, and gracias amigos.